Welcome to this video. Here I'm going to announce the launch of a brand new product called UniFi. So what exactly is UniFi? UniFi is a global payment product that is letting you pay USDC, USDT or DAI or any other crypto tokens. Right now it supports only these three tokens, and you can actually use it to make the payment to your friends. What it offers is like number one, gasless. That means you basically don't have to arrange the network token. So for people, those who are not into Web3, I would like to give them some info. Like what happens in case of blockchain, every blockchain has their own set of token, and that token you have to have in order to make any sort of transaction. So UniFi actually solves that problem. So therefore, it is gasless. You don't have to have any network token, and therefore, all your payments, everything is going to be, fees are going to be deducted in the same payment token. Uh, so right now we're supporting three coins, and in the subsequent weeks and months, we will support more crypto coins. And so gasless is number one. Second, we have is so so we have been actually able to manage a breakthrough by incorporating, or rather by reducing the fees by up to 84%. So that means using UniFi, you can actually make payment paying up to 84% lower fees. So that is the benefit which you are getting on top of the other apps which you're using already. And then there is another feature, but before that I would like to set a context first. So just imagine like there's a client and there's a contractor in the freelancing world, and what happens is like there's the client actually finishes the given task, and then after having finished, while sending the invoice, he basically wishes to maybe if maybe send a payment link if possible. But unfortunately with crypto it is not possible uh, until today, where UniFi is actually coming with a brand new feature called FliQ. FliQ stands for Quick Link for Finance. So using FliQ, a client can actually a recipient can actually, or rather a contractor can actually request payment from a client uh, based on whatever was the billing amount, like whatever was the invoice. Okay. So a client does not have to go through entering all the details related to sending stable coins, for example, like which network, which coin, and then enter the address, and then enter the amount. So all four parameters fields you have to enter, and only then you get to make the payment. That is very cumbersome, right? Unlike Web2 world where you just enter the account ID and the amount and that's it. But Web3 is a little different because you get the freedom to hold any asset you want or you love. So that is why we have like four fields. So that problem has been there for more than a decade. Ever since the inception of Bitcoin. So that problem is right now solved with UniFi, that anyone can actually request payment now, filling all the details and just sharing the payment link or QR code, or you can actually send the payment message onto the chat directly. How about that? So all of these is possible with UniFi. I'm going to show you a demo in a bit, but before that, I wanted to like give you some brief about what exactly is UniFi. So that's it. So we actually have been able to manage this breakthrough like through an engine, native engine that is in-house built, and then it actually is the reason, like, so name of the engine is Dark. It's actually a proprietary engine, and that is the reason we are able to provide all these features, like for example gasless, and then up to 84% lower fees. And FliQ is not with Torque. It is a different part of the UniFi, but yes, I mean, it is integrated in UniFi product altogether. So, okay. All right. I think we can actually now move to the demo section. So that is the second part of the video. And the third part is the builder section. So let's start with the demo part. All right. So let me do my setup here. Okay. So I'm going to cast my phone over here. All right. So let me just, okay. So this is my UniFi bot. Okay, so anyone can actually go and right now use, if you just click UniFi, if you just type UniFi, you will be able to find this bot. Okay, I can do that for you if you UniFi. So you will find the first or maybe second. So yeah, this is the basically bot. I will also share the link as well. Yeah, so we have already touched on these points, like easy to use, I already mentioned, and gasless, and then ultra low fees, and then you can also request payment as well as you can just make the payment via given link. All right, so let me start with, so there are a lot of functionalities. I'm not going into each one of them, but I'm going to the main ones. Okay, so to begin with, let me so first of all, I have already done the account setup. It takes very few seconds, and we have taken utmost security steps here. So you also need to it's mandatory with UniFi. It is mandatory for every user to set up their authenticator app. So we will not be sending OTP thereafter because of security reasons, and we will be prompting user to enter the OTP for some of the activities like payment or wallet. All right, I think we can start with wallet. So you can see, like, I just I just selected the wallet command, and then, or wallet option, and then it just opened a button, and then clicking on it, I'm able to open this mini app, and then I am supposed to enter the OTP. So let me do that. So I'm going to enter, and there you go. So this screen is wallet screen, which what it has is like it is showing the total balance by chain. Which chain, you can just see it on the drop down menu. It is Ethereum, Polygon, and Sepolia. So it is Ethereum right now, ticked. And then you can also see the breakdown, like on Ethereum network, how much respective balances you have in terms of like the coins supported, like here Tether, USDC, and DAI. And you can also switch from like one network to another. So I'm switching to another network called Sepolia. For Web3 enthusiasts, they already might be knowing that what these networks are basically, like Ethereum and Polygon are the main net, okay, where every sort of like money you see, it has some value. But on Sepolia, whatever the money you see, it does not have a value because it's a test net. Okay. So without having to reload the page from here, if I want to refresh the balance, I can simply refresh from here. Okay, and then you get to see the updated balance. In this case, it's same. Now I can also see the balance by asset, which means like I can see the balance of USDT across different chains. Okay, so if the list is if the number of chains is more than 3, then you would probably have to scroll down to that level and then see the respective balance on that particular chain. Like for example, here you can see like on Ethereum, the USDT balance is 0, and then Polygon it is 0, and Sepolia it has got 174.32, and that is the total balance. Okay, all right, it is, I think, self-explanatory by now. You can just play it around. All right, so this was all about wallet. Now let's move to the next part, which is like payment. So now in order to make the payment, okay, before that, let me just show you the page and walk you through. So this is the payment page. Okay, here you can see like the estimated fees. Here there's a toast small in blue color at the bottom. This means that on this network, which is Ethereum, you are about to make the first USDT payment. So the estimated fees here shown as 7.94 USDT, because the selected coin is USDT, so the payment fees is USDT. If I change the coin, then you can see the fees is a little higher because of dynamic nature. Okay, it's not something that's related to UniFi, it is related to the network. Okay, all right, so I think there are a lot of transaction happening on the network, and therefore the fees is pretty high relatively. All right, so I can just go to the Sepolia network, and I have some balance. So UniFi offers UniFi is right now offering you, distributing tokens, free tokens, 100 tokens every day to everyone for them to try out the product. It is going to be for a limited period, and then after that we will just drop this chain. All right, you can see like the fees is pretty low here because it's a different network. So every network is different. For non-Web3 enthusiasts, I'm going to add this info. All right, so before I make any payment, okay, so let's say I go with Sepolia network, and then I select this coin, and then there is the recipient address I want to enter. So I have a friend named Bob, okay, and then I have his address, okay. So he actually has given me his address before, so let me enter that, and then I can simply put the amount. Let's say I send like around $2. Okay, by the way, you can also enter any up to 80 decimals, but of course like based on the maximum supported. Like in case of USDT, it is 6 decimals, USDC it is again 6, and DAI it is 18. So basically this is how you have to you can actually put as many decimals as possible based on whatever value supported. All right, so and now I can make the payment. Okay, and then I have got the OTP to enter. Let me just wait for new OTP. All right, so now I can enter the OTP. I just copied it and pasted it here, and then I can submit it. All right, so the payment is requested successfully, and I had I had enough balance, so that is why it was possible. And if you want to track the payment, you can just click on the blue button. If you don't want to track, and maybe if you want to just directly go to the payment history, then you can simply, or rather if you want to make another payment, then I can just click on the sort of green button. All right, so I want to track the payment, so let me see if it is, oh, it's completed fast. Great. Let me just walk you through the receipt details. So first, you can see at the top you have got receipt ID. The beauty of the receipt ID is that okay, so also once you make the payment, you are also getting a message from here. Also, if you click it, it will take you to the same receipt page, okay, which I'm already onto. So I'm just closing it for now. And just to show you, if you enter the receipt ID, it is going to also take you to the same page. Okay, so as I was saying that we have receipt ID, then you can see the date and time. So this date and time is as per like UTC zone, by the way. In the subsequent version, we will also incorporate time zone based on users' local time zone. The chain is Sepolia network, and then we have like USDT payment made to this address. You can copy it for maybe making another payment. and then you have like 2.63, like this amount you have made the payment. And then you can also see the transaction URL. So this is very much I think could be relevant for people, those who are curious to know what are the details of a blockchain transaction. So you can see it over here that there are a bunch of information. This is out of scope for this video. So yeah, so this you can just go ahead and check. Okay, all right. So I think that's all. So I can just close it. I want to highlight this feature, like in the Telegram bot, it offers you like an opening with, or rather in Telegram altogether, it offers you with like having to open or having to keep your pages open and then just navigate from one page to another. Okay, so like here I can just go to the wallet page. If it's open for long, then it will request, it will just reload. Okay, so that's why it is asking OTP. All right, I think that's it. I think it's done. So I can also share this, okay, with my friend Bob, and there you go. And Bob, I have sent him this, and he can also view the like if he forwards this message, then a message with the UniFi bot, then he can also view the balance. Okay, all right. I think that's all about the payment. And then yeah, I mean sorry, one thing to add. Yeah, if you just click on it, you can just directly go to that receipt page. Okay, all right, let me go to the next part, that is FliQ feature. Okay, so FliQ, as I told you before, that it is a feature that lets anybody to request payment, okay, in three ways. One is you can share the link. Second, you can share the QR, scanning QR, and the sender can actually make the payment. And the third is you can directly send the payment message. Okay, so therefore you don't have to like literally yeah, I mean share it with the sender. Rather, you can directly send a payment message. I'm going to show it in a while. All right, so what I'll do, I'll just ask my friend Bob. Okay, hey, can you share me the payment message. Okay, so whatever, let's say Bob is wanting to send me, so he can actually ask. Okay, so Bob actually does send a message. So what it, yeah, so someone requested payment from you. So Bob is the person in this case here who has requested payment. So if it is looking scammy to me, then I'll simply cancel it and the message gets deleted, or else I will I can just pay it. So let me try it again. So Bob, yeah, so he actually sent me again. So this time I'll just show you how it looks. So this is the screen for the FliQ Pay. So FliQ is the feature name and Pay is so FliQ has two, you can say, component. One is the request part and the other one is the payment part. So you can see there is a beautiful preview card shown at the top, which has mentioned that which coin and which chain. So it is USDT and Sepolia. And then we have got like this another thing, which is like the amount and the address. And we also have the balance, like how much balance I have. I can also refresh it in order to see if you see the fees got changed. It was some 394 and then now it's increased to 404. So all this unit is, by the way, in the is same as that of the selected coin. So you can see like the 0.000404, it is in USDT. Okay, just to note. Okay, all right, I'll enter the OTP without further ado, and then just let me copy it from my authenticator app, and then I just paste it over here. And Great. So the payment is done, as in it is in progress. I can track the payment. Let me see if it is. So it is actually in progress. You can keep refreshing it, or else you can just move on to the next part, which is like this time what is going to happen is like I will so Bob is going to request payment, okay, but not on the network where I have sufficient balance, rather on the network where I have zero balance, or let's say insufficient balance, okay. So let me do that. Okay, so you can see the payment is done. So I have just made 5.06 USDT. I can share this with Bob, okay, and I think Bob will be happy to get this money. All right, so I think we can move to the next part. As I said, like, let me do one thing. Bob is supposed to now send me a message, okay, wherein I don't have enough balance, okay. So let me do that, okay. So Bob has just sent me a message, okay, and this message, what I will do is I'll simply forward it, okay, to the bot, and now it says that it is insufficient balance, okay. So basically, like, I don't have enough balance, and that is the reason, like, it is failing. So if I want to try this payment, I don't have to bother Bob, okay. I can just simply copy paste this. I first need to ensure that I have some balance, so I maybe deposit some USDT on Ethereum, and then I can try this payment, okay. So these are the two cases I just showed. In one case it was successfully done, and in the other case it failed because I did not have sufficient balance, okay. Now I'm going to show you like how can you make the payment request. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply, like, I just selected the Flickr. So it's pronounced as Flickr. A Flick, as I told, it's quick link for finance, and R is basically your requesting, so Flickr. And then you just open it. So you will find a similar screen, or rather, if I say the exact same screen as you saw before in the payment page, but it's a little different because here you don't get to see the balance and everything, because this was made for person who is, let's say, not part of UniFi. So if you are a non-UniFi user, then I mean, if you don't have any account, let's say, on UniFi, then also you can use this Flickr page externally, okay. All right, so what exactly Bob did, that's the thing which I'm going to show it here, that what exactly Bob did. So what I'll do, I'll basically ask Bob to share his address, okay. Can you share your address, okay. Yeah, so what Bob is going to do is basically, like, Bob is going to share his own address, okay, and I'll just take it from here, okay. Small update I'll make, yeah, okay. Okay, so then I go to the payment page over here, and then I will simply, like, oh, there is some problem. Sorry, it has to be 0. Wait, let me just delete this. Okay, so let me go to the Bob. I think, let me ask him again, please send the correct address. So let's hope that he sends me the correct address. Okay. And so I have received the address. Let me copy it, and then I just have to okay. Let me open the Flickr page again. And okay, so I'm just going to enter this. Okay, this time valid. So let me just make maybe 8 point something. Okay, and then please note here that the same the error which you got previously because of entering too many decimals still prevails. Okay. All right, I think you can see that the create link button, when clicked, we get this page. So you can actually send the payment message altogether to Bob, or you can just simply just share the payment link. Okay, so I have just shared the payment link with Bob. You can see it over here. Okay, and then clicking on it, tapping on it, Bob, the UniFi bot will actually ask him to make the payment based on if the person has enough balance. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you one more thing. So you can share the link or the QR. The third part is that the PID, the message, payment message. So what I'll do, I'll just ask Bob, okay, that can you share the PID? Okay, so now Bob is supposed to share the PID. Okay, and then I am copying it, and then what I do is I'll simply go to this page, and then I am just going to send the payment message. You see at the top you can see this green toast. So payment request has been sent successfully to the sender. So this is how basically Bob sent me that payment message. Okay, so so yeah, that's all I think about this FliQ feature. Okay, thanks for the patience to actually have watched all this through. Okay, I can just go close this thing. Okay, this another I think feature I forgot to show you. Let me do that. Yeah, so there's a page which is like payment history. So payment history is basically you get to say all your past payments. It is sorted by in the descending order, which means the latest is at the top. You can see the time as well. So you can click on it, and then you can see the receipt, which I showed you before, but it's a little different in terms of the back button and the share button, which are placed at two ends. So you can just press the back, and then you can come to this page. Okay, another I think good part which I see here is that if you tap it here, then it will just take you to the exact same position from where it it actually went to that receipt page. Okay, I'm just showing it again. So, and then again, upon pressing back button, it just took me to the same exact position among all this receipts. Okay, all right, I think that's all from my end, and thanks for watching the entire demo. I really appreciate it. All right, I'm back. So so yeah, I think that's all about the this UniFi. So now let's move on to the next section, but before that I want to give a disclaimer. So the next section of the video may not be, I think, relevant to people who are who are the end users. This is mainly going to be for the businesses, for the builders. So if you are still interested, most welcome to watch further. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next announcement video. Thank you and bye. Ciao. All right. So, yeah, I mean, that was a huge, I think, I would say, yeah, that was quite a demo. All right. I think I'm tired. Okay. Fine. Let's just move to the next section. Okay. Actually, I'm very super excited. That is the reason I'm kind of like also nervous. All right. So, so yeah, I mean, UniFi is actually built with modern tech stack, and it actually handles all the modern requirements in terms of scalability, in terms of concurrency. We have whatever you have seen, the entire product. I want to highlight this. The entire product is actually built in Rust. Okay, the front end, the back end, and the blockchain related nitty gritties, everything is built in Rust, which means you are actually in the wonder world of speed, and not having to crash the code or something. And that is what I originally intended to build. uh, we have taken a lot of we have actually pivoted more than once, and I think finally we hooked on to becoming a payment company, or rather, if I say like the product which is payment oriented. And we our mission is to actually become make UniFi as like the one-stop solution for Web3 finance. Okay, truth be told, like be it like growing your money, be it in terms of lending your money, if be it be it borrowing, everything. We just want to become the one-stop solution, and that's what is probably going to be one of the differentiators, I believe. So we just not want to remain as a payment app, but definitely we don't want to. We definitely have started our journey with payment, and we will not probably move to the next parts until we complete the payment altogether, and then we can definitely take the journey ahead with further financial things. All right, I think we can actually move to the other parts. So yeah, so the entire build was done in Rust as a language. I wanted to highlight this. In fact, whatever the future requirements in terms of hiring or expanding our team, we will definitely hire Rust stations. That's the key decision which we have made internally. All right. So the second is, I think many of you, as a business, as a startup, might be worrying or thinking that is there any sort of a payment API or something available for integration into my, let's say, AI agents, or let's say into my into my uh, existing, let's say, Web3 product. Well, the answer is yes, of course. We are going to launch the API as well, but it is not probably going to happen soon, but definitely just keep a watch. Do follow our channel and the pages on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Telegram, wherein you will definitely get the update as to when exactly we are going to launch. And I think that is what precisely is going to be a game changing in terms of the other businesses are, when they're able to use our API, and then we as a platform, we are going to definitely uh, be much more larger, and the true potential of actually our like our engine, that is Torque, is going to be testified at that point of time, I believe, because I totally can understand that yes, there will be so many transactions, payments, which will go through that Torque layer, and then it will be, I think, a true testimony of our payment app. All right, so I think the next part which I want to highlight is that um, some of the Web3 enthusiasts might think that maybe we are spinning a new blockchain in order to reduce the fees. Well, the answer is no. We are not spinning a new blockchain, so we want to clear the air beforehand without without spreading it further. So we don't want to leave any kind of misunderstanding. So technically speaking, we have rather focused on to building solution on top of the existing chains, be it L1, be it L2. We don't mind supporting L2s, but yes, I think uh, and we are closely monitoring the chains which have true potential in terms of like the payments, and we definitely want to support as many chains as possible in the subsequent weeks or months. And lastly, I would say, like, we want to extend invitation. We want to invite all the investors, the potential investors and the potential partners, businesses. We would love to hear feedback from them or request from them as to what we can do for them with respect to the features that UniFi offers. And I think we are all ears and eyes open, in terms of listening to feedbacks, be it from users, be it from businesses. Uh, and yeah, let's connect. Let's make this Web3 a whole new different game altogether, because at the end of the day, uh, finance is, I believe, the bloodline of many apps, or almost, I would say, every app. Because if finance works seamlessly, I think rest of the pieces can automatically fall into place. So that's it from my end, and thank you and ciao. And I really appreciate. Thanks for watching this video, uh, and see you all in the next video. Thank you. Signing off.